As I record this video, it's wintertime. What do you do when it's dreary and cold outside? You head to the Sunshine State. I conducted a poll and asked Joyful Trails viewers where I should head next. Chattanooga, Tennessee eventually won the vote. But, now, to be fair, at the time the polls closed, see, I had to make a decision. I had to pack and plan. So at the time the polls closed, Chattanooga was tied with Jacksonville, Florida. It was 29 degrees in Chattanooga and 72 degrees in Jacksonville. A buddy of mine said, "Your viewers want you to freeze to death." So I chose Jacksonville. Now, if Chattanooga is upset and feels like the election was rigged, then I understand, and I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's not like that's never happened before. Yeah, so I came out of my condo to find this. Ice on the Camry. But I knew I was headed in the right direction when I passed this on the interstate. Of course, there was a holiday weekend fast approaching and traffic sucked. I think everybody was headed down to the villages in Florida to spend Christmas with Meemaw and Papaw or something. But I just kept going. This is Jacksonville, Florida. It's the largest city by area in the United States. I know right now you're thinking, Jacksonville? Really? Yeah, so what happened was Jacksonville consolidated with Duval County in 1968. So this greatly increased Jacksonville's official population and extended its boundaries, growing Jacksonville to 900 square miles. Jacksonville's official population is 971,319, while the Jacksonville metropolitan area has a population north of 1.7 million. The NFL's Jaguars play here, as do the universities of Georgia and Florida, in an annual game billed as the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. The city's minor league baseball team is called the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, which I think is hilarious. Jacksonville straddles the St. Johns River and sits about 12 miles south of the Georgia state line. Jacksonville was named after Andrew Jackson, the first military governor of the Florida Territory and 7th president of the United States. In the 1910s, more than 30 silent film studios were established, earning Jacksonville the title of Winter Film Capital of the World. Jacksonville has become a major military and civilian deep water port, with banking and insurance dominating the business climate today. The city mottos are "It's easier here" and "Where Florida begins." Famous people from Jacksonville include Governor Ron DeSantis, Chipper Jones, Tim Tebow, and Dave Madden, who played Reuben Kincaid, manager of the Partridge Family on TV. Jacksonville has also been a hotbed of music over the decades. Pat Boone and Ray Charles were from the city, but several high-profile bands also formed there, including the Allman Brothers, 38 Special, Molly Hatchet, Leonard Skinner, the 69 Boys, and Limp Bizkit. But enough about silent films, Limp Bizkits, and Jumbo Shrimp. We've got a trail to ride. It's the Northbank Riverwalk. Let's go.
searching in the dark, trusting every clue I found. But the truth has not been told, 'cause every corner of these woods is hollow. I can't see in the dark. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? 'Cause the river's told me lies. Sometimes light is breaking through, but my blinded eyes can't reveal an illusion. I can't trust it being real, so I keep on wondering until I feel you, feel that you're alive. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? 'Cause the river's told me lies. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, where are you? 'Cause the river's told me lies.
Stick around for some detailed info on this trail, as well as our star rating coming up at the end of the video. But first, I did another deep dive into the YouTube analytics and discovered that 72% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. What the heck, people? Click that subscribe button. I promise you it won't hurt a bit. And while you're at it, go ahead and like the video too. But only if you actually like the video. I wouldn't want you to be dishonest. Now let's talk about this Riverwalk. According to the interwebs, Jacksonville, Florida has 1,100 miles of navigable water and more shoreline than any other city in the nation. 22 miles of beaches. Well, I stayed away from the coast on this trip and stuck with the urban area and the mighty St. Johns River, which is said to be an integral part of the Jacksonville landscape. At 310 miles, the St. Johns is Florida's longest river, and it's pretty much the centerpiece of the city. This Riverwalk gives residents and visitors access to water sports, fishing, and restaurants. You can also put a kayak into the river or take a tour on the river taxi. Now, I'm not usually a fan of defacing public property, but whoever wrote what you're about to see next has a pretty good sense of humor. Stop calling my phone. I am fishing. This Riverwalk is constructed mostly of brick pavers. It's used by lots of joggers, folks just sitting on benches, having picnic lunches, lovers walking hand in hand, people watching the riverboats, the shore birds, and downtown skyline reflected in the water. You know, all the usual stuff for a downtown Riverwalk of a major U.S. city. There's a really cool section with an outdoor gym area known as the Corkscrew. There's also a circular vertical path, sort of like switchbacks on steroids, to help you get up and over this one area of the Riverwalk. The name Corkscrew definitely seems appropriate. I found this sign quite interesting. Over 90,000 cyclists used this Riverwalk during calendar year 2023. Stick around for our exclusive Joyful Trails star rating, but first, I secured lodging at a Jacksonville Sleep Inn. My bike and I were quite comfortable there, although I did notice a sign on the door promising that I would dream better there. I don't think I had any dreams at all. None that I could remember anyway, so, should I contact the corporate office and ask for a discount? Dinner was from an old favorite, Krystal. Now, anytime I mention Krystal or White Castle, back home where I live, there are people who will feign repulsion and say, "Oh, how can you possibly eat those soggy little square biscuits with mystery meat inside?" People, please, it's Krystal. Stop hating on Krystal. Krystal burgers remind me of my childhood. Going to Krystal in Columbus, Georgia is a great memory for me. What can I say? It's comfort food. Y'all can leave Krystal alone. Of course, when you're in the drive-thru and you can clearly hear someone in the kitchen yelling loudly that their coworker is a POS, it does make you wonder what has become of the workforce these days. But I digress. The Northbank Riverwalk in Jacksonville is just a really pleasant experience. It's short, but it's interesting. There's a bit of the hustle and bustle of urban life, but it also gives you the opportunity to be up close and personal with nature, with Florida's St. Johns River. 3 stars for Jacksonville's Northbank Riverwalk.